Good morning, students. So, yesterday we have completed the magnetism. The last concept was neutral point. With the help of the neutral point, we have found the magnetic dipole moment of a given bar magnet. Then after that, the next thing of the topic, magnetism and matter, we come across matter, magnetic matter, that is nothing but magnetic substances. There are large variety of substances on the surface of the earth, and these substances are classified on the basis of their magnetic properties. Hence we are going to be called, these materials are called magnetic materials. There are a large variety of the substances on the surface of the earth, and these are classified on the basis of their magnetic properties. Hence, the magnetic materials or the magnetic substances are classified on the basis of their magnetic property, and they are diamagnetic substance, paramagnetic substances, and ferromagnetic substances. And these are classified on the basis of their magnetic properties by the scientist Michael Faraday. So, before going to this diamagnetic substance, paramagnetic substance and ferromagnetic substances, there are the certain terms related to the magnetism. What are those important terms? I come across magnetic materials. This is my topic name. Some important terms. Some important terms. Some important terms related to the magnetism. First one, intensity of magnetization. Magnetic intensity I call magnetic intensity, that is represented by I. The intensity of magnetization is defined as the magnetic dipole moment per unit volume. The magnetic dipole moment per unit volume is known as magnetic intensity, and that intensity of magnetization, magnetic intensity, is a vector quantity. So it possesses the direction of what? Magnetic dipole moment. Its SI unit is magnetic dipole moment ampere meter square, I into A, volume cubic meter. So its SI unit is ampere per meter. Its SI unit is ampere per meter. Just you glance the equation. एक बार glance करो, then I come across what are the things belongs to the next one. Just एक बार equation देख लो. What is that intensity of magnetization? So the magnetic dipole moment per unit volume. So yeah, its SI unit is ampere per meter. The magnetic dipole moment per unit volume is known as the intensity of magnetization, that is nothing but magnetic intensity, I equals to m by v. Now this is my first term. And second one, I come across magnetizing force. Magnetizing force, that is H. Then what is that magnetizing force? When I come across the solenoid, when I take the solenoid, then magnetic field due to solenoid B equals to mu naught Ni, we have proved it. But I take the permeability of the material, mu, absolute permeability, mu into Ni. So here Ni is called magnetizing force. Here Ni is called magnetizing force. Then what is that magnetizing force? Number of ampere turns flowing through a per unit length of the solenoid. Now this is equation belongs to what? Solenoid. Magnetic field due to solenoid, B equals to mu into Ni. Here Ni is nothing but magnetizing force. Number of ampere turns flowing per unit length of the solenoid is known as magnetizing force. Number of ampere turns flowing per unit length of the solenoid is known as magnetizing force. That magnetizing force is nothing but H equals to N into I, and shall I write? Therefore, B equals to, shall I write mu into H? Yes, I replace Ni by H. Then after this, I come across permeability. Permeability. That is mu, absolute permeability. The equation is there. We know that B equals to mu into H. I take the same equation. B equals to, let B equals to mu into H. I need mu. Mu equals to B by H. Now this is your definition. Don't bat it. The absolute permeability or permeability of the material is defined as the ratio of magnetic field to the magnetizing force. It is the ratio of magnetic field to the magnetizing force. That is known as the absolute permeability mu. Mu equals to B by H. Is the ratio of magnetic field to the magnetizing force. Right? Now this is nothing but absolute permeability or simply permeability of the material. Then after this, I come across the one of the important term related to the magnet, susceptibility. Susceptibility. That is chi, susceptibility of the magnetic material. Chi. This is called chi, susceptibility of the material. The susceptibility of a material is defined as the ratio of intensity of magnetization to the magnetizing force. It is the ratio of intensity of magnetization to the magnetizing force. I by H. Now this is nothing but the susceptibility of a material. Chi m equals to I by H. Now these are the terms we are frequently used in magnetic substances or magnetic materials. What is the first one? Intensity of the magnetization, magnetic moment per unit volume, I equals to m by V. Then magnetizing force H, H equals to N into I. Number of ampere turns flowing per unit length of the solenoid. Then the absolute permeability mu equals to B by H, ratio of the magnetic field to the magnetizing force. The most important factor related to magnetism, that is nothing but magnetic susceptibility. Magnetic susceptibility, that is the ratio of intensity of magnetization to the magnetizing force. Right? Then I come across the relation between magnetic susceptibility and relative permeability. That is relation between magnetic susceptibility and relative permeability. Then I come across relation between relative permeability and magnetic susceptibility. Every material has got its permeability. How extent it allows the magnetic lines of forces to pass through it, that measures its permeability. So mu r is nothing but the relative permeability, and this is magnetic susceptibility. So the magnetic susceptibility, what it indicates, how extent the material can be easily magnetized, that measures its magnetic susceptibility. To make the material to be magnetized, So I take the solenoid. If I pass the current through the solenoid with the help of the battery, now this is the current I. The current carrying solenoid act as a magnet. Then, so nothing should be existed. So magnetic field due to the solenoid, without nothing should be placed inside the coil. That is nothing but mu naught Ni. That is nothing but mu naught H. When the certain material of relative permeability is placed in the solenoid, which is having its own relative permeability mu r, a material of relative permeability mu r is placed in the solenoid, then it gets magnetized. So magnetic field due to the material placed inside the solenoid, that is nothing but mu naught I, where I is the intensity of magnetization. It is get magnetized. So I is the intensity of magnetization, small I is the current through the solenoid. Don't be confused. The total magnetic field or the resultant magnetic field B equals to B naught plus Bm, the magnetic field due to the current through the coil, that is due to the solenoid, and the magnetic field induced in the material. Then I can substitute mu naught H plus mu naught I, then mu naught common H plus I. So when the materials get magnetized, how easily it is get magnetized? That measures its what? Susceptibility. When it is get magnetized, the intensity of the magnetization is obtained in the material. How easily it is get magnetized? That measures its susceptibility. But shall I write here? I take the equation here. Therefore, B equals to, I once again repeat the equation, H plus I. But magnetic susceptibility is defined as the ratio of intensity of magnetization to the magnetizing force. Then I equals to magnetic susceptibility into H. Shall I substitute here? Therefore, B equals to mu naught H plus magnetic susceptibility into H. But here B equals to mu into H, mu equals to mu naught into mu r into H. Shall I substitute here? Mu naught into mu r H. Mu naught, I take H outside. 1 plus magnetic susceptibility. Mu naught H get cancels. Mu r equals to 1 plus magnetic susceptibility. This is my relation. एक बार पूरा देख लो और एक बार सॉल्व करेंगे. सिंपल इक्वेशंस है. देख लो पूरा इक्वेशन ग्लांस करो. एक तरफ फिगर ले तो मैं, इक्वेशन एक तरफ कर ले तो मैं पूरा. एक बार ग्लांस करो. सो रिलेटिव परमेबिलिटी इक्वल्स टू 1 प्लस मैग्नेटिक ससेप्टिबिलिटी. ले लो एक तरफ. यस, फिगर बीच में डाले थे ना आप. एक फिगर एक तरफ देंगे, पूरे इक्वेशन और एक बार रिसॉल्व कर लेंगे, सो दैट वी कैन गेट द इक्वेशंस ओनली वन साइड. I want to establish the relationship between relative permeability and magnetic susceptibility. So I take the solenoid. I pass the current through the solenoid. with the help of the battery, the current is passed through it. When the current is passed through it, small I, it acts as a magnet. So nothing should be existed in the coil. So the magnetic field due to a solenoid B naught equals to mu naught Ni. That is nothing but mu naught H. Ni equals to H. When I place the material of relative permeability mu r, now this is the material placed inside the solenoid, then it gets magnetized. It acquires the intensity of magnetization. The magnetic field in the material equals to mu naught I, where I is the intensity of magnetization. Then the total magnetic field, therefore total magnetic field B equals to B naught plus Bm. Then I substitute the values. B equals to B naught, mu naught H, and Bm, mu naught I. B equals to, shall I take mu naught common? H plus I. But the magnetic susceptibility is the ratio of intensity of magnetization to the magnetizing force, which implies I equals to magnetic susceptibility into H. Shall I substitute here? Therefore, B equals to mu naught H, magnetic susceptibility, into H. B equals to mu naught H common, 1 plus magnetic susceptibility. Here, B equals to mu into H. B equals to, mu is nothing but mu naught into mu r H. Right? Then I substitute here B equals to mu naught into mu r H, mu naught H, 1 plus magnetic susceptibility. These two terms get cancels. The relative permeability equals to 1 plus magnetic susceptibility. This is our relation. This is our relation. देख लो पूरा एक बार. The relative permeability equals to 1 plus magnetic susceptibility. Small I is the current through the solenoid. Capital I is the intensity of magnetization. Then after this, I enter into the main stream, that is classification of the magnetic materials. Already मालूम है तीन कौन से बोल के, डाया, प्यारा एंड फेरो. निकाल दूं मैं? Is it clear? Yes. Classification of magnetic materials. Classification of magnetic materials. Magnetic materials. So already we have told that there are variety of substances on the surface of the earth and they are classified on the basis of their magnetic properties. By whom? Michael Faraday. And those materials are, the magnetic materials are classified as diamagnetic substance, paramagnetic substances, and third one, ferromagnetic substances. ferromagnetic substances. So there are the three types of the classification of the materials on the basis of their magnetic properties: diamagnetic substance, paramagnetic substance, and ferromagnetic substances. If you write in the order, that is easy for you to remember their properties. So already we are telling in the, so what is the famous book in the chemistry? Earlier, that is Deepa. Dia, para, next ferro. You can remember it. Deepa publication, dia, para, remaining ferro. If you study the properties of diamagnetic substance, the strong property of dia is nothing but para. Strongest property of dia is nothing but ferro. एक पढ़ो अपने आप दोनों आ जाते, राइट? वो हिंट बता देता हूँ मैं. Then what are the examples belongs to diamagnetic, paramagnetic and ferromagnetic substance? कोई भी पूछे सर खुजाते नहीं रहना, डाया बोले तो क्या नहीं. I give the simple hint. What are the good conductors of the electricity? हमारे टॉपिक को जाएंगे. What are the good conductor of electricity? Gold, silver, copper, aluminum, iron. Gold, silver, copper, aluminum, iron. ये तो हम वायर बनाने के लिए कॉपर एल्यूमिनियम दोनों यूज कर सकते हैं, ये तो नहीं यूज कर सकते. दे आर गुड कंडक्टर्स ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. द फर्स्ट थ्री, गोल्ड, सिल्वर, कॉपर, आर बिलोंग्स टू डाया. एल्यूमिनियम बिलोंग्स टू पैरा. यहाँ पे तीन बोल दिए. और लास्ट का फेर्रो, एफी, दैट इज इट बिलोंग्स टू व्हाट? फेर्रो. एटलीस्ट एक तो. सो इसके अलावा gold, silver, copper are belongs to diamagnetic substance. और जीने के लिए क्या चाहिए? एयर, वाटर है. उसके बाद और एक टर्म ऐड करेंगे, अल्कोहल. सो इसके अलावा गोल्ड, सिल्वर, कॉपर, एयर, वाटर, अल्कोहल एक्सेट्रा बोल सकते हैं. हो गए, बहुत ज़्यादा हो गए. हो सके तो नोट्स में रहते 10-12 वो भी याद कर सकते हैं मिनिमम. एट द जुबानी, एट द टिप ऑफ द टंग यू कैन गिव द एग्जांपल. गोल्ड, सिल्वर, कॉपर, एयर, वाटर, अल्कोहल एक्सेट्रा. How to remember? I have told it. So what are the good conductor of electricity? Gold, silver, copper, aluminum, iron. First three belongs to diamagnetic substance. Aluminum, that is para. Ferro, Fe, that is ferromagnetic substance. इसके अलावा जीने के लिए क्या इम्पोर्टेंस है? एयर, वाटर. बाकी का लास्ट का एक चुप ऐड कर दो, कॉमन टर्म है. एयर, वाटर, अल्कोहल एक्सेट्रा. मार्बल आता, डायमंड आता, रहने दो, नोट्स में रहते हैं. एटलीस्ट 4-5 तो जबान याद रखना. देन paramagnetic substance, aluminium, last term UM series, aluminium, lithium, sodium, chromium, aluminium, lithium, sodium, chromium, magnesium, etc. बोल सकते हैं यहाँ पे. aluminium, last UM series, aluminium, lithium, sodium, chromium, magnesium, etc. These are nothing but what? Paramagnetic substance. Ferro, ferromagnetic substance, iron. Iron का purest form और एक है, that is steel. Iron, steel, cobalt, nickel, alloys like alnico, aluminum, nickel, cobalt. Iron, nickel, cobalt, steel, alloys like alnico. These are ferromagnetic substance. याद कर सकते हैं. एक तो आयरन है, देन वी कम अक्रॉस स्टील, निकल, कोबाल्ट, alnico, alloy. Now these are belongs to what? Ferromagnetic substance. Are you getting the point? ज़बानी आप एग्जाम्पल बोल सकते हैं. Yes. Then I come across first one, diamagnetic substance. First one I take diamagnetic substance. Diamagnetic substance. First one. What are diamagnetic substance? आप एग्जाम्पल ही बोल रहे हो, गोल्ड सिल्वर कॉपर, ये कभी मैग्नेट बना सकते क्या? आप मैग्नेट ले लो, कितना भी घिसो उसको, आप कितना भी मैग्नेटिक यू कैन मेक इट टू बी आर्टिफिशियल मैग्नेट, कैसा भी आप उसको मैग्नेट बनाना चाहे, इट नेवर बिकम्स मैग्नेट. अगर गोल्ड का टुकड़ा उसको मैग्नेट खींच रहा है, कैन एक्सेप्ट इट? इज इट ए प्योर गोल्ड? कहीं का है वो लोहे का टुकड़ा होगा, देखो आपको गोल्ड प्लेटिंग करके दिए सो बोलते. Gold never attracted by the magnet, silver never attracted by the magnet, copper is not attracted by the magnet. They never made to be a magnet so easily. Then how to define it? The diamagnetic substances are those which are weakly magnetized against the direction of the external magnetic field. The diamagnetic substances are those which are weakly magnetized against the direction of what? External magnetic field. Then such substances are called diamagnetic substances. Then what are the examples? Examples of the diamagnetic substances are gold, silver, copper, air, water, alcohol, diamond, marble, etc. Then whatever he had given the definition, by using that definition I make the properties. Then what are the properties of diamagnetic substance? एक प्रॉपर्टी अच्छी तरह से समझ लो, इसका उल्टा पैरा, स्ट्रांगली उल्टा फेरो. Then I come across first property. When I take the magnetic field north and south, the magnetic lines of forces are originated from north and terminates on south. If I place the diamagnetic substance, gold piece, that copper or silver, if I place the diamagnetic substance in the region of external magnetic field, and these are the magnetic lines of forces. You can make the sentence. When the diamagnetic substance is placed in the region of external magnetic field, the magnetic lines of forces are preferred to go outside rather than through the substance. Rather than through the substance means the substance does not allow the magnetic lines of forces, hence it is never get magnetized. The magnetic lines of forces are preferred to go outside rather than through the substance. No single magnetic lines of force is allowed by the substance, hence it indicates that it never get magnetized. Because of that reason, so diamagnetic substances are those which are weakly magnetized against the direction of the magnetic field. वही concept यहाँ पे आ गया. Are you getting the point? When a diamagnetic substance is placed in the region of external magnetic field, the magnetic lines of forces are preferred to go outside through the air medium rather than through the substance. Right? Second property. If I take the diamagnetic substance rod and suspend in the region of external magnetic field, it aligns itself perpendicular to the direction of the magnetic field. When the diamagnetic substance is suspended in the region of external magnetic field, it aligns itself perpendicular to the direction of magnetic field. When it aligns itself perpendicular to the direction of the magnetic field, then what it indicates? It never allows the magnetic lines of phi equals to BA cos theta, phi equals to BA cos 90, 0. It never gets magnetized. Once again, बोलने का तरीका अलग है. The material is not so easily magnetized. जब मैग्नेटिक लाइन्स ऑफ फोर्सेस को अलाउ ही नहीं कर रहा है, देन इट नेवर बिकम्स नॉट मैग्नेटाइज. व्हेन इट अलाइंस इट, when it is suspended in the region of external magnetic field, aligns itself slowly perpendicular to the direction of the magnetic field. Means the flux through the substance is zero. Then third property, if I take the diamagnetic powder in a watch glass placed in a magnetic field, now these are the non-uniform magnetic field. Watch glass. If I take the powder, now this is the shape of the powder. When a diamagnetic powder is placed in the region of non-uniform magnetic field, now the magnetic poles are closer. As the distance decreases, force increases. Magnetic field this is a strong magnetic field. As the distance decreases, force decreases. Force is directly proportional to magnetic field. So this is weak magnetic field, non-uniform magnetic field. When a diamagnetic powder is taken in a non-uniform magnetic field, it moves from stronger to weaker part of the magnetic field. The powder elevated from stronger to weaker part of the magnetic field. Here the magnetic field is weak, so the powder is going to be get elevated from stronger to weaker part of the magnetic fields. Right? Then I take fourth one. If I take the U-shaped tube, this is U-shaped tube. U-shaped tube. I take the diamagnetic liquid. Water, alcohol, these are nothing but diamagnetic liquid. When I subject it to the external magnetic field, either of the one limb is subjected to the external magnetic field. Where the external magnetic field is applied, that limb's liquid level decreases. The liquid level falls down. When a diamagnetic liquid is taken in a U-shaped tube, for either of the one limb, if the external magnetic field is subjected, the liquid level falls down where you subjected to the magnetic field. That is a property of what? Diamagnetic substance. What happens? If I take the U-shaped tube and there is a diamagnetic liquid in the U-shaped tube, if I apply the external magnetic field either of the one limb, wherever the magnetic field is to be subjected, in that portion the liquid level falls down. Next, fifth property. It does not allow the magnetic lines of forces, then the relative permeability is less than 1. The relative permeability is less than 1. If it allows the magnetic lines of forces, then we can consider the value. The relative permeability is less than 1. Then what is the magnetic susceptibility? Magnetic relative permeability equals to 1 plus magnetic susceptibility. Relative permeability is less than 1. If I take the 0.7, 1, magnetic susceptibility, 0.7 minus 1, that is minus 0.3. So I take the simple example, 0.7 लेना बोल के नहीं, less than 1, 0.9 ले सकते, 0.8 सकते, 0.5 ले सकते, 0.3 ले, कुछ भी ले लो. What this indicates, I want to make the sentence, वह sentence बनाने के लिए आपको equation सामने रखे, already prove कर इसो है. So the magnetic susceptibility of a diamagnetic substance is small and negative. Is it negative? Is it small value? The magnetic susceptibility of a diamagnetic substance is small and negative. बात मत करो. अंडरस्टैंड कर लो, देन यू कैन गो फॉर राइटिंग इट. जब इट अलाउ ही नहीं कर रहा बोले तो मैं रिलेटिव परमेबिलिटी इज लेस देन 1. जब रिलेटिव परमेबिलिटी लेस देन 1 होता है, सो मैग्नेटिक ससेप्टिबिलिटी इज व्हाट? माइनस. माइनस मीन्स स्मॉल एंड नेगेटिव वैल्यू. When it does not allow the magnetic lines of forces, अब इसको हीट करे तो क्या, ऊपर से कहीं तो फेंके तो क्या, कुछ फर्क ही नहीं. जब मैग्नेट ही नहीं हो रहा, then what is the effect of temperature? So diamagnetic substance is independent of temperature. अगर मैग्नेट हुआ बोले तो डीमैग्नेट होने के चांसेस रहते, हीट करे तो. मैग्नेट होने के लिए तैयारी नहीं, आप इसको गर्म करे तो क्या, अंगार लगाए तो क्या, भट्टी में डाले तो कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता. इट मीन्स दैट द डायमेग्नेटिक सब्सटेंस इज इंडिपेंडेंट ऑफ टेम्परेचर. द डायमेग्नेटिक सब्सटेंस इज independent of temperature. Last property, the diamagnetic substance is independent of temperature. निकाल देता हूँ मैं. It is independent of temperature. Now these are the properties belongs to diamagnetic substance. अगर इतने पूरे प्रॉपर्टी आपको आ रहे, then पैरा फेरो आ गए जैसा, उसका पूरा अपोजिट जाओ. That gives what? Paramagnetic substance. Strongly opposite गए बोले तो ferromagnetic substance. एक बार पूरा ग्लांस करो. राइट, फ्रैक्शन ऑफ सेकंड में पूरा ग्लांस कर दो. देखो, डायमेग्नेटिक सब्सटेंसेस आर दोज व्हेन दे आर प्लेस्ड इन द एक्सटर्नल मैग्नेटिक फील्ड, दे आर वीकली WEEKLY, नॉट वीक, हफ्ते में एक बार नहीं, WEAKLY, वीकली मैग्नेटाइज बट अपोजिट टू द डायरेक्शन ऑफ मैग्नेटिक फील्ड. एग्जाम्पल्स: गोल्ड, सिल्वर, कॉपर, एयर, वाटर, अल्कोहल, मार्बल एंड डायमंड एक्सेट्रा. आपको हिंट कैसा रखना, याद रखना बोल के एग्जांपल्स बोल दिए इसमें. व्हेन यू कम अक्रॉस द प्रॉपर्टीज, देन फर्स्ट प्रॉपर्टी, व्हेन द डायमेग्नेटिक सब्सटेंस इज प्लेस्ड इन द रीजन ऑफ एक्सटर्नल मैग्नेटिक फील्ड, द मैग्नेटिक लाइन्स ऑफ फोर्सेस आर प्रिफर्ड टू गो इन द एयर मीडियम rather than through the substance. Second property, when the diamagnetic rod is suspended in the region of external magnetic field, it aligns itself slowly perpendicular to the direction of the magnetic field. Then when a diamagnetic powder is taken in a non-uniform magnetic field, the powder moves from stronger to weaker part of the magnetic field. If I take the U-shaped tube, then I take diamagnetic liquid in that tube. If I subject it to the external magnetic field to either of the one limb, wherever the magnetic field is subjected, in that limb, the liquid level falls down. Then the relative permeability is slightly less than 1. Less than 1. When the relative permeability is less than 1, then the magnetic susceptibility is small and negative. Then the last property, the diamagnetic substance is independent of temperature. There will be no effect of the temperature on the diamagnetic substance. There will be no effect of its magnetic property when there is a variation of the temperature takes place. The diamagnetic substance is independent of what? Temperature. Now these are the properties belongs to what? Diamagnetic substance. यही property का और एक बार दोहराते हैं, इसका अपोजिट में जाते हैं, दैट इज पैरा. स्ट्रांगली अपोजिट इज नथिंग बट फेर्रो. ईजिली याद कर सकते हैं आप लोग. आई थिंक दैट यू हैव अंडरस्टूड द थिंग्स, राइट. इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास वी गो फॉर रिमेनिंग थिंग्स, पैरा एंड फेरोमैग्नेटिक सब्सटेंस. इज इट क्लियर? शैल आई गो फॉर द नेक्स्ट क्लास? यस, let me continue the next class, that is remaining para and ferromagnetic substance. Thank you.